Okay, so this is just a little run through of good early-ish routing to parts west that we might want to go. And some helpful little information about things. So we start here, we have fucking nothing, and at some point we're going to want to hit a stash. We can do that in the base, just, you know, it's that door right over there. But for right now, we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep running. Because also, we helpfully don't have this campfire over here. And having, no matter what we're going to do, having a campfire on this side of the base is really, really helpful. So, get the campfire. Now, the thing is, the next time you come here, there will be machine riders racing. And that is going to be annoying. Until you complete the race, anytime you get to a new section of the route, it will slow you down. So that is somewhat of an incentive, depending on how much you have around here. You're either just going to want to run to... There's a rebel outpost here, and a Relic ruin here. Or you're just going to want to do the race if it's on the board. The first one's pretty much a gimme. But anyway, main thing back to routing. If you have center square of choose a desert commander, the race will also often give you a fast travel point in Arrowhand. Arrowhand's a decent place to go, but you don't need to. When you start that will give you a fast travel. It'll put Draka someplace you can get that fast travel point and then leave. Another good place to know is the Hive. Getting in there and getting the bow. This is not the preferred way of doing this. So the way that we do that usually is get over here. Okay, this is where Draka would be setting up shop. You have a lot more chests there with a lot better stuff if you've started that quest. But this is purely optional over this way. But running up through here... And you get stuff. This is actually probably going to net you enough stuff to get one of the tallneck foods as well. But you just want to run up into here. And from here, you can jump up that way, get into the camp, and get into the chest. As a reminder, you don't have to kill anyone as soon as you start prying open the big chest. They'll just stand back and let you. That has the piercing sharpshot bow, which is really great, and especially good for humans because it has the armor piercing arrows. But anyway, when you do that, you will have to get out, and then you can do a couple different things, including fast traveling back to the campfire that you might have gotten back there. But as it stands, if you want to run out, or you didn't want to go there in the first place, you're running this way. And this is still kind of normal, any percent route. Hey, sandstorm. So always get campfires if you can. If there's a reason to go to Porgif's camp, it is over there. You need to actually get off and get like into the camp to have the fast travel point. If not, then normal and 80% again, get the shelter. And then if you want to go to Las Vegas, don't want to go to Las Vegas, this is an easy outpost. It is just shoot and loot.
Rebels. If I leave them be, they'll cause nothing but trouble. I should lie low. Find whoever's in charge and take them out. Maybe then the rest will leave.
You want to get that campfire. So turn left, go to Las Vegas if you want it. If you just have the Relic ruins, or the salvage contracts, you know, you can cut it off. Ba-ba. This is a really good salvage contract to do if you have, so salvage contract there, Relic ruin is just directly east of it. The salvage contract here is a really great one to do. It you have to kill a bellowback with its sack intact, and it appears like right here. So if you start the diving mask, and it's always an acid, so there's that. And then herbs are usually here, if not. This is a nice campfire to have, including like if you have signal spike, or there is a really easy vista point sort of directly that way as well. And then if you're just going to the Grove, you can go over this way. If you want to get this outpost, which you want to get before the cool route if you're doing blood for blood. You can probably get it at any point after the cool route as well, but it's just easier. This is when you want to go in the front door. Use the sharpshot bow. If you have the piercing arrows, use those. The leader's going to be sort of a straight shot. That's him, and he's always going to be there. And then the key to... It's a key, and the chest is up there, as well as a lot of stuff to sell. Like, it might be worth just going up there for the valuable chests, even if you don't have the key or the quest. And now we're headed to the Grove. So a couple different things here. You can go this way and just get to the Grove, or you can go this way.
I said it would be in some kind of
Have a mount that works. Pro tip. There we go. And then black box up there. There's a grapple point. Figure it out. This campfire is good. Elemental claw striders there. Acid claw striders over there. There's usually 2 or 3. 3 if you're lucky. And then we're at the Grove.
an ancient ruin.
Go do your thing if you want to.
Could ether be inside? Poking around's not going to be easy with Tanak's warriors everywhere.
No, indeed not. And then this is just sort of normal. Any percent routing. New Game Plus routing. No, not New Game Plus, any percent. And there's some sort of machine here. There is a vista point. It is kind of a pain in the ass. It's over... You want to be above that thing that is in the middle, like in the forefront of the vista point. But I'm gonna come back to that fast travel point in a bit for the normal, like truly normal any percent route. Huh, so if you don't start the thing, you don't get the rollerback killed my friends quest. Right, pretend we did that the smart way. What you want is this. And to go towards the Ravager site. And this is a really important route for... I don't know, it's good. It brings you to sense of the Sentinels, as well as a few other things. So, here, take the lower path. The upper path dead ends, I assure you. And then here we are. And they don't get grumpy at us, even though they ought to. I'm gonna hit this stat, actually. Because I want some fast travel packs.
Leave him alone.
So there's an upper and a lower path. I forget where the upper takes you. Yeah, so the upper will take you to the slaughterspine site, but it's not as nice as the lower. So over there was 2 ravagers. Here we have 2 scorchers. Look at that. Behind that waterfall is a bunch of greenshine as well as some good resources. You just follow the path. And here we are. It's always good to get this campfire. So we're gonna come back to this campfire a few times. So that is a Thunderjaw. It is going to turn into a Tremortusk. If you have kill 3 heavy machines, spear only, this is a great place to come do the Tremortusk after, do the Thunderjaw now. If you have 4 status on a Thunderjaw, this is a really nice one. If you don't also have, choose a Desert Commander. So anyway, basic path from this moving forward is to go back to the main path and just head straight. There is that guy, and he is annoying. And these guys are going to be grumpy about us.
Not one more.
But they do teleport you a little bit, so that's nice of them, isn't it? So welcome to Cliffwatch. The place we were before here, Sky Sentry, I believe is one of the ones where, like, you can buy stuff for greenshine, like weird stuff or machine parts. I think Sky Sentry is normal. And so there's a bench, a stash, and a hunter merchant, which we love. That guy is a Kote. That is Luck of the Hunt Giver. You have to talk to him first, and then you meet at a campfire in Senate of the Sentinels that we know well. But yeah, you just can jump down from here, and then over here is the God of War figurine, and you're a pretty straight shot away. I'll just show this one. So first of all, if you need to kill a charger for any reason, here's some chargers, but this is the charger site we know and love. Try not to land in the water like I always do.
The tallneck must be the one sending the signal.
There's places along here that you can jump up to get onto the tallneck if you don't have PC jank like I usually do. So there's clamberjaws up here. There's also at least 3 stalkers around. But this is... So this here is... You want to jump up here, and you want to get a good jump glide. And here is a spike thrower. You can strike the stalkers from above even if they're invisible, and it will kill them, so that was nice to find out the other day. But yeah. And you can hear them. They're around here. But yeah, this is one where, like, if you want to find them, there are a few other... There's one other stalker site that's on the way to things in the lowland area, but you can just send off there.
Down on the ground.
stuff or get shut off, you know, any of that stuff. Anyway, back to here. Other useful paths to know from here. First of all is if you come up this way. So if you're coming from just the Scorcher site, you're going up here, and then, oh look, these look like steps. You can go mount it the whole way if you hit it right. For the love of God. Love to demonstrate things when they aren't working, but yeah, you go up here, you hang a right, and jam X just cause, get some winter paleberry, cause fun. So we have a whole bunch of annoyingly plashers, a slaughterspine that's in a really great location, let me just tell you. Fuck off, please, kindly. And then, the drone and the place you want to get it is actually up where it is right now. That was cool. And then, buddy, if you just go up here, you do have to get off at a certain point.
Bring the drone down to grab its data.
You do, but we're not doing that. You just jump up here, and behold, it is a bat and a burb. Last thing, if you've come up this way and you have no need to go up the normal any % route, buddy, okay. This works better when you've already killed that thing, but you just follow this path. And, it will take you to, I believe, shit, what's it called? Sky Sentry, I think.
Better take a closer look.
There's a, you know, fire claw strider. There's not a site, so I didn't put them as objectives, but, like, there's plenty around. So just follow, follow, follow. And unknown settlement. Sheer side climb. Okay. Yeah? Yeah? Stonecrest, that way. We're gonna come back here. So, we have found our way to sheer side climb. I'm actually gonna start us back here. Getting there from Sky Sentry, you can just sort of jump your way down to here and you end up around here. There is an Apex Claw Strider, or a Claw Strider site. Around there, there's also usually a Fire Burrower, and if you do the Rollerback quest, this is the way you go. But this is just normal, any % route to get to Stonecrest. And look, Ravagers, we love them. Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way, yeah? Go up. Why are there Ravagers? This feels wrong. I know it's right. Okay, you don't go on your insane muscle. It's just the stupidest muscle memory. Clearly this is the Hundo route. I know what I'm doing. Promise. I swear to fucking God. Stop running away! Oh my God. Okay, so we do this again. We're gonna run in the water to help. You can run pretty a lot in the water here. It will also help avoid the rollerback if that is your goal. Okay. Campfire. Great, we love a campfire. Go left. If you go right, you'll run into a Thunderjaw, and that's not what you want to do. She says with extreme confidence of where she's going. Yes, okay. And here, stay right. You should be coming up on a bridge soon. Yup. And here we are at sheer side climb. You can go on the right side, you can go on the left side. You do not want to go up. And then, yeah, we just follow everything. If you want to go to the hunting ground to do a trial, you can go in here. Just, you have to go all the way there, get both the campfire and the hunting ground to be able to like fast travel back. If you just want to kill a bellowback, frost bellowback, you can go, or both, in that way. But then you continue out here across the bridge. Why are there so many random ass machines across another bridge? Here is about to be, there's usually an ambush. There's not an ambush because I didn't start the quest. Anyway, welcome to Stonecrest. Cool. And we know where we're going from here, right? Yes, good. You can Katalo skip. It's fine. And I think once you're there, we know pretty well what's going on. So now, some things going south, right? If you can, fast travel to the tallneck. It'll always put you in the same spot. And we like this.
The stand of the Sentinels.
And mash the call button before. Yeah, so there's a plowhorn site here. Go until you get there. And I am not going to get lost. So get the campfire. And here, there's a couple different reasons to go different ways. I often go this way. And again, just follow the path. Go across here. You can go overland. It is usually just not worth it here, I don't think. But you see, there's a bellowback site. Unknown fire bellowbacks, so easiest fire bellowbacks. Usually there's one, sometimes there's two, and that is not where I meant to go. Okay, so if you want to kill them, great. If you don't want to kill them, that's also fine. So around here, there is that rebel outpost. It is one with a key. There's only one chest. You're at the back of the camp. You kill the leader. It'll either be right by them or like right below, like they'll be standing on a bridgey thing. You can figure it out. You're smart. But if we're going to Thornmarsh or to the Relic ruin, we can go down here. Ideally, not right here. You know, mount. So here, yeah, just go in the general direction. I follow the Relic ruin. If you're doing the Relic ruin, you want to know just like what the place in the building looks like, which is to say you need to know that you're going for that particular tower, right? And it's best, honestly, if you're going to Thornmarsh, to just not RFS, to come right back out. in here, you can do all sorts of things. That question mark is a drone, and it's a pretty easy drone to get to. There's also, so that's a drone. There's fire claws over here, and then down here. And then we are going to Thornmarsh. Yep, see Fireclaw. So Thornmarsh is, that is not what I wanted you to do. It has a melee pit. It has other stuff. This is one of the places where you can buy fish parts if you want fish parts. I bought a bunch of clothes here. You go up that way or that way, or I think that way if you want to buy clothes. Then the other thing that you can do is just cut through, jump out the other side.
What's an Easterner doing here?
Don't ask questions. And then I need to quit, don't I? Here you can cut this corner. I'm just going on the road because I always go on the road. I don't know. I don't always, but going here, and then yonder where you see Gloss Riders, maybe a bit past, is where the second Gauntlet Race is going to be. Last little bit for a while, or for now, is we'll do two things. One thing I'm not going to do is show how to get to Saltbite. Saltbite is over here. This is where you have the food quest, as well as there's a relic ruin around it. I'm not, you can figure it out. You can go from there and go right, clearly, or you can continue up this way. What I will do is show going from here to get to the other hunting ground. So here, hey buddy, that was real nice of you. This is one where you can really just sort of if you have the Gauntlet Race, that's a helpful one, because you can just sort of like mark it and then follow whatever path takes you close to it. So the hunting ground is there-ish. So this is welcome to where we used to dupe. We don't do that there anymore. It like launched itself under the stupid. Anyway, go right here. Oh look, bellowbacks. And clamberjaws, and over that way should be the fuck. I am still on easy. Okay, so yeah, there is a rebel outpost. That is a kill and loot rebel outpost. This is where you come for Dekka's quest. That is one that I sort of recommend practicing some. Not that I think anybody will do it, just because, and then like watching a hundo, trying to figure out what people's splits are, and watching that, because with Dekka's quest, you can, the way that it goes is you talk to Dekka after the cool route. You go here and find somebody, and if you have already completed this, then you don't have to kill anybody. If you haven't yet, then you and Dekka have to kill everybody. She asks to meet you at Fall's Edge because we're helping her grandson. Then they send you to meet at a campfire. I think this one. And you have to kill some people. And then you go to like a behemoth camp or whatever. You can just go straight to the behemoth camp, is what I'm saying. So consider learning where that is. Anyway, for here, we're just going to keep following our nose. Seeing this with the blight is actually a good sign. Go to the right of it. And then keep going up. And here we are at the hunting ground. I recommend, strongly recommend doing the first trial that you do. That's the shock trial. You do shock. You have to shock the Tremortusk and shoot off its tusks. They will sink into the ground. If any part of them is showing, you can still shoot at them. It's really fucking annoying. The reason why I was on easy was I was actually doing the frozen bellowback sack quest, and if your sharpshot bow is upgraded in like any way, you need to go on easy or you're going to kill the bellowback too quickly. And it sucks. Okay, so deactivate that quest. So here we are. And then again, you can see it's a pretty clear path from this. The nice thing about the jungle is like it's hard to go off path in a lot of this area, but if there's a lot of paths, and you can just sort of be like, I think I'm going to go there, and just choose the path that's in the direction of your marker. What else? Then the last thing I'm going to do is show how to... There is a salvage contractor down here. I do not recommend that is your salvage contractor. We can pick 3 to do 1. You will not be able to complete that as if we have a complete all of the things from a salvage contract. I do not recommend. So there's a salvage contractor over here. And we are going to start from here, and we might get to see all of the annoying things about if there's machine riders. And I have the audio glitch, and we love this for me. Okay, so you can start down below, you can start up. I'm not holding forward, by the way.
They definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably...
And this is a new controller, so...
tracks those riders left behind.
It's incredibly annoying. All up, like, on the face of this is this bunch of flowers. But anyway, so you can either just jump down to the main road or go this way. Hey, look, charger site. I'm gonna make a turn here just for the sake of showing things. So yeah, there's Ravagers, there's a Shell Snapper, there's a drone. Those lights are at Rebel Outpost, and right beside it are, is a Relic Ruin. We're going to see Honda, I forget which. By that, in the Ravager site, is stuff for one of the salvage contractor's contracts. If you're only doing one, don't recommend doing that one. If you're doing all of them for a salvage contractor, I still don't remember if that's a goal. And you're also doing like the deluge and the enduring, it's actually not a bad one to get. Here, there's cars. You have to find ancient salvage in, like, panels. 4 down here, 3 in the north. And you can pick it up whenever. But anyway, if you want to get the shell snapper here, you have to run over that in the water. But yeah, the one that I recommend from this salvage contractor is the plowhorn one. The guy in No Man's Land or this one, I don't know. They're probably the guy in No Man's Land definitely has the easiest set. Okay. Looking for things. See that crane? That's the salvage contractor. See this plowhorn site? I don't think that is actually the campfire you want to get. There's 2 plowhorns here. They will respawn until you finish the contract, and then this will no longer be a plowhorn site. But anyway, go over here. And here we are. This is also the only guaranteed Lancehorn site in the entire fucking game.
What are they doing out here?
But yeah, when you're up here, the Enduring is up here, I believe, as well as the Culture and Iota is over here. I think it's the Enduring, and what's it called this way? This is where Beta is, as well as the other part of her contracts. I will say, I guess, the fastest contracts, even though one of them is really annoying, is probably over here. That's probably going to be your fastest set if you want to do a set. These have some decent synergy. Oh, but the last one you have to go after a fucking shell snapper, and it's like way down here. So never mind. You cannot fast travel to rebel outposts directly. I think ever, but definitely not if you don't have the campfire near them. Maybe also you can travel there when they're finished. You can travel to discovered rebel camps. God fucking knows why. Other things. This is a whole lot of things. There is... I'll actually run there. Am I on mount? Okay, so if another way of going through all of this is that is going north. That is not the direction I wanted to go. So instead of just going all the way south to all of these things over there in the desert, taking this path. Yes, path. Sort of path. So first of all, Sunwing site. That's exciting, right? We're gonna go through it, and it's gonna be a-okay. This is the path that I wanted to be on. Could be. So... Okay, so first of all, we all know and love this campfire, right? This is our New Game Plus run campfire. There exists another path. Yeah, there's one down there. That's what I meant to take you on. But that path there will take you around the back of the hive. Another good thing, just to say it with the Gauntlet Race, is if you do it right, it will give you a campfire right by Arrowhand that you can jump there. It'll also give you some of the campfires around here. Okay, so we go again.
Something nearby is sending that signal.
The best thing about Signal Spike is the reward, but anywho. but it's also sort of near a bunch of other stuff. So you can see that tower there. That is a vista point there. You have to go up and get it, but the actual thing for it is just up here. Say hi to the burrowers. Okay, and now I'm getting off and going back down. Hey, friend. Okay, so getting back over here. So
Where is everyone?
this is a greenshine cavern. If you go up this way, and then if you go around here, you can get. I recommend going up here and getting the shelter, and then that's the start of Signal Spike.
Get away from my rig!
So that's all of the things I think that I want to show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What the Gauntlet Race gets you is, if you do it right, a campfire right by Arrowhand, as well as a campfire that's sort of here, which is, as you can sort of see, like, here's Scalding Spear. Like, if you have a lot of stuff going on in this area, it might be worth doing the Gauntlet Race to save time elsewhere. It's pretty short. It's a pretty easy one to guaranteed win. It's one that lets you keep a very strong lead quite early. Yeah, so other things, there is a tallneck here. There is a way to jump glide onto it, surely. Same thing with this tallneck. I have jump glide struggles, so this Litopolis stuff. If you do Porgif's quest, it will output you right where you have to kill the shell snapper for Talana's quest. And you can do Talana's quest up to talking through to the Otaru and then come back and come through here, or just fast travel there. And it'll teleport her and you can just blast it. Of course, Unknown Frostglint Toxite. This is the Totem of Brotherhood. Totem of Kratos is, like I said, it's over here. I struggled to find this, but it was like, hey, there's an axe in a tree. It's like, okay, Jesus Christ, I must be here. It must be here someplace. Around here is sort of an unmarked random bullshit site. There'll be, there's also one of those around here as well. Purgewater, Canister Burrowers, a Frostclaw. Yeah. So that's the map. You should never have to go down here. Well, that's the Zenith base, but you should never really have to go down here. Like, yeah, Cauldron Kai is down here. I don't recommend it. If you did want to do this salvage contract, it is by Cauldron Kai. You do have to kill 3 Clamberjaws if you don't do it right to avoid having to kill the 3 Clamberjaws. You also have to kill 3 stalkers. In the process of doing that, so like, aside from the travel time and the fact that I couldn't tell you where it is, there's a black box riot right by it. Like, if you have a lot south, it could make sense if you have all of those squares together. I viscerally don't like it. So, but yeah, again, this is one where you can just sort of like go on vibes. I think it's right here and get there. what I will say and what I sort of want to explore, I'm not going to put this in the recording, but I might go do it now. I was running by here. So, the way that the salvage contract starts is, oh, go find our friend, and then you find the friend, and then you go and follow a trail to Cauldron Kai, and you could just go to Cauldron Kai and skip finding him. But it's by the other Fireclaw site, and I went by it, and there was a guy to examine, and so I'm now like, could I simply just go do it? So I'm gonna stop the recording here. This is probably plenty to go on. This is fucking 45 minutes. I will probably re-record this, but hopefully this is decent pathing. Hopefully you can watch it on 2x speed, and just I'll try to put chapters of like where I'm going, and that way you can hopefully check out what routes might be good to practice on.